breaking the system for a full 10 years. Others start by giving away a divine artifact. You want me to guard the stove. The first guest was detected. Please sell the first serving of egg fried rice. The Tianxian spiritual vein. Leaving you behind, you cannot escape. Smashing doors and knocking cards, and even cooking for me. Who among you will compensate? If you want to get out, break into my shop. Rules come first. Even a mere mortal cook dares to block the path of the demon sect. Don't lie at the door. If you really want to eat, come in and sit. Give me a hot meal. I can still suppress the magic poison spirit stones. Like damp rubble. My little shop only accepts copper coins. I don't have any coins on me. Can I just hold on for now? If you owe someone, then so be it. Don't die. I'm hung on bad luck. This pot has no spiritual power, but it can suppress my demonic poison. Add eggs to leftovers. Don't dislike it. Hot enough to fill you up. The sun and earth are also closed. This fragrance is washing my meridians. Not an ordinary meal. You have to draw the saintess. Then reveal the secret of this bowl of rice. First, pay for the door panels first. Who are you going to settle the score? You wouldn't let him touch this bowl of rice. He will destroy this place. The guests hadn't finished their meals. No one moves. You, a mere mortal, dare to meddle in the affairs of my demon sect. I have nothing to do with the demon sect. But don't flip my table out. The meal is not finished yet. Don't cause trouble in the shop. He casually clapped his hand. It actually shattered the black-fanged demon eagle. Don't just sit there. Eat while it's hot and cold. I don't focus on stir-frying fallen star tea with flowers. This bite of food, all the demonic poison in my body has dissipated. The bottleneck of the golden core was opened. I'm about to break the mirror right now. Anything is fine. Don't touch my rice bowl yet. Senior, save my life. All these snacks are yours. Don't call me senior. I only take coins. Temporary expenses are not accepted at all. Can ordinary money really buy this kind of meal? The dining area holds a treasure. Please come immediately, Elder. Elder, that restaurant in Luofeng Town. There was a black pot that could suppress demonic energy. Even a mortal restaurant would dare to hide something like this. If you don't have a coin, wash the dishes. Unable to come due to lack of food money. I am the dignified saintess of the Holy Land. Washing dishes here. This rag is also wrong. There was actually purifying power inside. Don't spend ages thinking about washing a dish. Wipe off the grease stains thoroughly. Hand over that black pot from the kitchen. The demon sect is here again. This time, they came to rush into Gua. Wouldn't the demon sect even walk properly when entering the gate? As expected, it was chaos refining heaven. The top black duck didn't lie to me about anything. Ding Jinko just sold my old pot by Blacksmith Wong. Mortals are not worthy of such treasures. Bringing it would dirty the table again. You really don't know how to open a shop. How can one not control oneself or oneself? What is this rag? It actually wipes away my demonic energy. You have to grab the tools for wiping the tables too, since it can't be taken away. Then I'll ruin him first and smash my pot. If this pot breaks, can you afford to compensate? How did my magic rune get washed away by a bucket of dirty water? Chaos refinement Tianding. Forbidden massage, sacred cloth turning into demon god water, old pots, rags, and pot washing water. What strange name are you giving me? He truly had no idea how terrifying these things were. The table and door panels were all broken. No one wants to leave. Our demon sect has never been humiliated by mortals. Work without money. Washing dishes and chopping firewood until the debt is paid off. The disciples of the demon sect are washing dishes here. A disciple of the demon sect was actually being used as a menial servant in a restaurant. No car, so I personally want to smash that rundown shop. Washing dishes is like taking apart the kitchen. Does your demon sect usually not eat? I was already careful. This cloth is just a specialty for grinding air. The shop was missing a waiter. If this continues, we won't be able to serve the food. Hey, young friend, give me a spoonful of hot porridge. I can't hold on anymore. It's so lively today. There were hardly any people eating. One after another, they collapsed. Don't take that fragrance away. I still have hope. The shop only had porridge and pickles left to fill in for a bite. This is not porridge. This is the purification of Linhai's marrow cleansing. Linjiang, Linhai has returned. Linhai, where I have cried for 300 years, has returned. A mouthful of plain porridge can actually extend life. Patching the sea with fallen leaves deep. In March, the branches are on the treetops. Eat slowly. Don't choke on yourself with just one mouthful of porridge. The grace of the predecessors. I am willing to stay. An attendant on the left and right. Let's clarify this first. Do you have a coin? That was Xianyang ancient power. Could it be that he works without money? Can you hold the plate and wipe the table? Yes. I could do all kinds of dirty and tiring work. Don't worry, young master. I will definitely wipe the table until it glows. This job is pretty good. Much better than those few dishwashers. An old man dares to steal our work. From now on, you should go to the hall first. Don't make guests wait for their meal. Promote encouragement. You are the Xianyang ancestor who disappeared 300 years ago. Quiet down. Don't disturb me while I work here for you, young master. Here we go again, the saint is from yesterday. Today, the ancestor. You cultivation world really know how to brag. Don't worry, young master. From today onward, I am yours. This is more like running a shop, serving dishes, washing dishes, each doing their own thing. Don't worry, young master. I will never let the guest wait a second time. I am a dignified disciple of the demon sect, and yet it was given to a mortal emperor. Qingsha dressed like this. Who is he serving meals to? Elder, I am not defecting to the enemy. I'm settling off debts. The demon clan disciple served meals to the mortals. Another batch of humiliations arrived. Queue up for dinner, cause trouble, and pay for it. Today, I'll tear down your shabby restaurant. Who treats our demon sect disciples like menial servants? Don't shout yet. Who's paying for the door, table, and bowl money? Don't burn the table. The young master had just finished wiping clean. Today, I'm going to burn this lousy account book along with it. A mere mortal restaurant. I can burn to ashes with just one breath. This is the crimson flame demon cloud. Encountering it will burn spirits. Who told you to put black smoke into the kitchen? Even at the brink of death, I still think about your broken kitchen stove and stove. You can pay money, but you definitely can't afford it. What kind of fire is this? It actually burned through my life-bound demonic cloud. If this is the end, it will be over. The kitchen almost smelled bad from your stench. You're lucky today. I'll come another day to settle accounts. You smashed the shop and still want to leave. The bill hasn't been settled yet. Even the cloud-falling cleaver can suppress demons. The young master truly is unfathomable. How did my cultivation get suppressed by a slotted spoon? This table is for working at home to smoke the kitchen money. Today, I can't produce any ordinary copper coins for now. Work without money. Go to the door to greet guests. You want me, a dignified elder of the demon sect, to welcome guests. Smile a little, don't scare the guest away. The guest official requested. Peach blossoms and candlelight shadows. What does this smell like? Just a sniff made her hungry. Alas, the servant's own life is beyond his control. A bit like everyday life. That year, the boss fell to the table. Is this food for sale? Selling those with a strange aroma. Tomorrow it officially opens. Only copper coins were accepted. Don't worry, young master. Tonight, I'll wipe all the tables and chairs. I still have to stand until tomorrow. There will be many guests tomorrow. You are responsible for calling out and lining up. One by one. Don't crowd at my door. Pay first, then eat. Only coins and snacks are accepted. Don't use it to fool my boss. 2 copper coins really could buy a bowl. Don't block it. It's already taken from behind. You're looking for a monster yourself. My waist is not sore. My whole body felt warm. A bowl of porridge can cure the waste. Your tuo is acting way too fake. If you don't believe me, don't buy it. There were still people lining up behind him. This aroma really seems to be soothing. Give me a serving of egg fried rice. I want to see what tricks there are. All right, my sore energy has been blocked for 3 years, and it's actually loosened. Indeed, the young master's food can repair the foundation. Who would squeeze out of the queue? I don't have food to eat today. All these snacks are for you. Give me 10 more servings of egg fried rice. It was clearly written, only accepting copper coins. Don't use stepping on stones to take up space. Hurry and exchange the coins. Dinner is sold out by the time it's late. If you finish filming, who dares to bump into me behind me? Don't squeeze, don't squeeze. The foot shop lost so many coins. You, get out of the way. I still want to buy 2 more copies. That's what business looks like. Real money. Sounds reassuring. 10 copper treasures for me. My spot is about to be turned. The boss said to line up. Your ears are blocked. Reselling positions is also not allowed. If you want to eat, just behave. Row. A bowl of broken porridge. It can also steal the entire street. Shopkeepers. It seems this little shop doesn't have a business license plate. If you go to the city lord's mansion, they'll say someone is operating without a license. Sir, that restaurant doesn't have a license. And the entire street was blocked. Tomorrow morning, the Fengnu Tea House will close first before questioning. No matter how good business is, you still have to follow the city rules. Safe restaurant operates without a license. Today, the wind and noise have ceased operations. I just learned how to call the number. You have come again to stir up trouble. The wind was noisy, and my pot was still hot. Customers are all waiting for their meals. I've already exchanged all my coins. Why didn't you suddenly sell it? Shut down first, and then investigate. Stone and stove. Where to get a certificate? Tell me exactly how many companions you should be. Now is not the time to apply for a certificate. It means first suspending business and then fined. This forensic doctor is the city lord's mansion enforcer of the law. You can't force the tea. Don't mess with me. If the pot breaks, you can't afford to pay for it. During the lockdown, it is forbidden to disrupt law enforcement with rice incense. Aren't you looking up ingredients? Pingsheng, don't just look at whether you can keep selling if the investigation is done. I only took one bite. Check if there are any issues. Why did my old injury suddenly stop hurting? Hot porridge warms the stomach. Don't swallow it all at once. No one robs you. The restaurant heat suppresses the decree. The porridge ingredients were fine. The ingredients are temporarily up to standard. However, the business license must be reissued. 2 copper coins before the week are used to return tea. You can't eat for free. Even those sealed had to pay for meals. The fair officials have paid the fees too. Looks like it can still be sold. I'll report it back. Let's not make a big deal today. First, license plates are issued. Separate block streets. Waiting for the city lord's mansion to notify them. Okay, a notice is a notification. The queue continues. Even the seizure order couldn't suppress him. What exactly was in that pot? Sir, the restaurant is not sealed off. I tried a mouthful of porridge. A bite of porridge made you even withdraw your seizure order. My old injuries have lessened. That bowl of porridge was probably no ordinary item. No license plate, no registration. And yet the crowds are packed. Such a secret recipe cannot fall into the hands of a small cook. This car and the city lord will personally go to meet that Lord Su Ping'an. Should we seal or negotiate a buyout first? Buy a car that doesn't appreciate honor first, then block someone's car. Don't block the door. You still have to go to the back. Su Pingsheng. I am here today to discuss serious matters. When discussing matters, you can use a carriage to block the door. The guests were still waiting for their meal. The city lords are all here. Can you still buy this food? Let's pause for the meal. Your secret recipe. The city lord's mansion demanded it. Boss Shui signed the contract. The city lord's mansion guarantees you no worries about food or clothing. Fine, but if you miss a few coins, I won't sell. The city lord's mansion gives you more than just money. It's decent. This is not buying secret recipes. They want to take the entire store away. Waiting in line to eat. Want to buy electricity? No way. Located in Luofeng town. What the city lord's mansion says is the rule. This is not a place you can reseed. Turns out, the secret isn't just in the dishes. First seal the seal, then the kitchen. Bring the stove and pots back to the city lord's mansion. And obey the command of the city lord. No one shall stop it. If the deal fails, they will take the blame. Your city lord's mansion is troubled by doing business like this. Gua is right here. Whoever has the ability can move the peach blossoms and bloom once more. The boss is a good person, but not a good person. The town of Huqing is gathering at the restaurant. He accepted the bowl of noodles. Even the city defense was triggered. A secret recipe for the stove. All the meals today were bought by the city lord's mansion. If you want to eat, there's a line. If you want to buy a store, don't hesitate. The rules are written in it. The city lord also had a queue. I'm familiar with these rules. Su Huayan. Don't refuse a toast, okay? The previous dynasty's Fazhou. How could they have come to Luofeng town? Is that something from heaven? These were people sent during the previous dynasty's military campaigns. The status is not low. Luofeng Cheng 主州百川见过. 先朝使者. If your car stops in the sky, it's basically blocking the gate. Move a little to the side first. The late emperor's birthday banquet was ordered. This time it's a big problem. Ping'an restaurant. Su Huayan entered the Immortal dynasty within 3 days. Stop Emperor Xian's birthday banquet. So Yan Ling Yixia. Su Pingsheng immediately followed me into the Immortal dynasty. Say goodbye immediately. Your boat has bent my lantern. This time I wonder if I can't buy this meal today. Restaurants closed. The cook was reassigned to the previous dynasty. Why stop at night? Customers have been waiting in line for ages. The food wasn't sold yet. Luckily, the Immortal tide arrived, so don't crowd in randomly. In front of the previous dynasty's omens. Let go of worldly desires first. Unfortunately, even if Emperor Xian wanted to eat it, he had to place an order first. You won't accept ordinary Immortal orders. Then pay close attention to the Imperial kitchen order. This was the highest authority in the previous dynasty's levy and control authority. Even the Holy Land couldn't stop him. If this table gets crushed, you'll have to compensate. From now on, the restaurant and the cook return to the previous dynasty's master. This is the kitchen code rules. Not an ordinary magical artifact. Pressing down on the stove, I haven't finished cooking. Who told you to get angry? Resisting imperial orders is treated equally as resistance. In the previous dynasty, peace and stability were most managed, and the door was sealed. All unauthorized personnel stepped aside. I've already paid, but I haven't even taken my meal yet. Even if it's a door, you have to finish calling out your number first. When guests pay, they have to serve the meal. Your restaurant is more troublesome than I thought. Within 3 days, the main course of the birthday banquet must satisfy the late emperor. Instead, the birthday banquet had failed. The Immortal dynasty will hold them accountable and reorganized Luofeng town. Why did you confiscate the restaurant where you were sitting together for a meal? The market was sealed at Luofeng town. This is the consequence. I will not enter the palace. It's not too late to visit a restaurant. At night, you are rejecting the previous dynasty. The young master spoke. I will guard this door. The late emperor would send people to queue up and order whenever he wanted to eat it. Then I can only seal the stove and wait for the gods. Since you're not leaving, I'll seal your own domain first. Try touching my stove. Young master, be careful. The imperial kitchen orders are delayed by the beacon fires. Now the table was about to flip. 3 breaths later, the old Pingsheng will close. I told her not to touch my stove door. The imperial kitchen commander was taken back. Don't press this down on the stove. Want to cut in line? I just paid. First, bring out the food. Dear customer, please enjoy your porridge while it's hot. Closing the shop and still serving meals. This shop really keeps its word. Once you take the money, you have to give it back. This is called a rule. Since they didn't relay the power, I can only take you away. You all like to seize people from the previous dynasty. The envoy from the Xian dynasty was also stopped by the wooden sign. If you want to talk, stand firm. Don't randomly catch people in my shop. I do not attack. If the late emperor wants to eat it, just place an order in my shop. You're trampling on the rules of the Immortal dynasty. This is much more serious than smashing the shop. Well, the wind sword formation fell. No one could enter or exit under the wind power array. Why cut off electricity? Today's number isn't done yet. The wind turbine array has been changed to a Q number. You still want to delay the fairy spirit with a bowl of noodles. Let's talk after eating. Losing lanterns and placing an order are 2 different things. Why can this face suppress the Imperial Kitchen Commander? My bottleneck has opened. The former envoy was instantly shocked. This face is enough to be included in the late Emperor's birthday banquet. Let's eat. Don't kneel and spill the bowl and still have to pay for it. Shinju actually knelt before one of them. First, should we summon that person into the Imperial Banquet Hall? There's no need for this old man to personally descend to the mortal realm. Look. Who is Su Huayan? Come out to see me again. Today you're targeting my signature move, huh? Burn my sign. You must pay for it first. Everything is so enthusiastic. The Imperial kitchen fire was suppressed by a pot lid. This pot lid also has its own debut rules. The anger is so great. Are you here to eat or to set fires? Knowing how to control the fire doesn't mean you can host a birthday banquet. I originally ran a small restaurant, not putting on your usual show. Your body. Since you dare to defy the order, just have a match with me, and it is acceptable to try a skillful brush. If the table is scratched, you pay for it. The first game was against Tang. I am making the 9-dragon Immortal soup. That's the Imperial Kitchen's signature soup. Then use the leftover noodle soup from the pot. Alright, tomorrow at this moment is the time to decide who is better. Where a dragon first plows one person. Then the immortal veins can be stabilized. If you don't make a soup and make such a big scene, wouldn't you mind being useless? That year, fallen flowers drifted across the sea of clouds. This is what a birthday banquet soup is all about. Fan Shu took a close look. The soup was for people to drink. Don't make it look like fireworks. The soup looks bland. But his aura was even steadier than that of an immortal. The force was fierce, but the rush was too fast. How could a bowl of clear soup possibly surpass the celestial soup? Too much tonic can cause internal heat. Drinking the soup feels comfortable. It's not that your cooking skills beat me, but your ingredients are the problem. If you lose, you get rice and tea. Your Imperial Kitchen can't accept losing so easily. Next, Check your mystery. Step aside. I want to see what kind of rice you actually used. Don't mess around with things in the kitchen. Misa, you leave. Daring to touch the young master's rice jar is really bold. Oof. The imperial chef grew weary of the ingredients. No one could stop it. Not a single grain of rice can escape my immortal head. A grain of rice pearls. The immortal cauldron inspects the rice and verifies the rice. Why are you hitting my ground? What exactly is the origin of this rice? This is something that only the ancestral fields of the Nine Heavens Immortal Tao literature dynasty possess. How could the ancestral heaven Immortal Tao be inside the mortal world's rice jar? The ancestral aura actually appeared in the head of the lower realm restaurant. Should we seal the good match? A single grain of rice takes half a day. Should we cook or not? Go to Luofeng Town and collect the jar of rice. The Nine Heavens Immortal Tao is under the supervision of the Minister of Agriculture. The rice jar was immediately sealed. Another rice grabber. Today, the kitchen is so much of a target. Even the Sinong sword was alerted. There really is something wrong with this rice jar. Seventh Master came over and looked at the rice jar. Whoever touches it must pay. Now I have to work even to look at the rice. How dare a small mortal shop seize the ancestral path of good fortune? Don't buckle my hat. No one is going to steal my rice today. Birthday banquet meal preparation task activated. Please prepare the first ingredient. Currently, fresh eggs are scarce. Such a grand banquet. The first item was to buy eggs. The first dish at the late emperor's birthday banquet was eggs. The morning market in town was still ongoing. But now is the time. I went to town to buy eggs. You are optimistic about the store. I'll watch the door, the rice, and the shop. I'll go with you on the road. To prevent someone from stealing things again. Buying a few eggs shouldn't cause any more problems. The first item at the late emperor's birthday banquet. Buying eggs is a system that really saves you trouble. The more ordinary the place, the more uncertainties may be. Please pay the bill. Too late. All the good eggs were taken away. Why is the color of this egg off? Sell it cheaper? These are not ordinary native eggs. No one wants shells anymore. Strange hens don't like hatching. If the color is weird, as long as it can be stir-fried a bit, that's fine. How much cheaper is sun pattern? This was the aura of the divine bird egg. Hey, cheap it is, but I don't know if it turns out fishy. It's best not to leave these blue eggs on the street for long. The sun god bird's egg actually ended up in the hands of a mortal. Mortals leave that basket of eggs behind. I cannot embarrass you. You guys are also fighting for eggs. There is no other stall in town. Be careful. He's from Wansho Mountain. The sun god bird egg isn't something a mortal like you can touch. Buying eggs and even grabbing them. You demon clan, don't bring money to the market. Don't let them touch that egg. In my heart, the stove fire is worth buying. Lining up is tough. No need to talk. Don't stop me from calling back. Fire and don't hand it over now. Burn both the man and the blue to ashes. Burning baskets can cost you money first. Rilon was also bought with money. The demon fire was swallowed. He's lighting a fire for your pot lid. The fire was quite strong. Next time, spray it on the stove. Don't spray it in my face. The young lord gave orders to seize the eggs. Don't let the aura of the divine bird dissipate. Snatching things and teaming up. Occupy the line first. Don't cut in line. This is not a county. It's your restaurant's rules that have been pushed out. Wait for me to call back. You guys bargain one by one. The god's egg was shattered. What on earth have you done? A mere mortal. It's not broken, it's awake. Inside was the true spirit of the vermilion bird. The divine bird cried out. Wanyao Guiying can't be snatched again. Maybe I don't burn the 3-coin fire-breathing basket, and you have to pay for it yourself. He's not a chick. It was the true spirit of the vermilion bird. Be careful. Don't try to get on my lead. It's troublesome. I still have to go back to the shop to open the door. The divine bird chose her. A mere mortal who could be a source of joy. The young master of the demon clan, Chiyu, paid respects to the divine bird. New master, don't bow. I won't take disciples. Nor do you mention employees who breathe fire. They weren't joking. The demon clan really mistakes you for their master. I only hope that even if I admit it, I have to pay for it. You scare the porridge away. Prepare dishes for the birthday banquet and update experience. The egg custard ingredients confirmed the eggs had hatched into birds. And you even wanted to make steamed egg custard. They don't eat birds. It is the essence of experience within the egg shell. All right, Xiaohong watches the fire bullet casings and doesn't waste them. Except for the rice cuts. The vermilion bird divine bird cannot fall into human hands. Immediately bring it back to the priest. He wasn't hurt, yet he was rubbing against himself. That shopkeeper. Come back after you argue. Don't delay my late-night work. 300 demon riders enter the city. Before sunset, I bring back the divine bird. Ha ha, I just opened the door. You're stuck like this. How do guests enter? 300 demon flags pressed against the city. This isn't the kind of show for buying food. Step at the threshold and pay first. Don't use mounts as an excuse. Sir, a little red and a little soft, and the custard should be tender. Not roasting stones. Vermilion bird, heavenly fire, listen to her. Even better than the cook. A glass of wine. This end is off. My waist pill was even washed once. If you want to eat, just line up. Don't stare at the pot and drool. The demonic banner obeys orders. The divine bird took it away. Restaurants are closed. If the store is closed, you can pay for this meal first. Very priestly. This is not a harmful god bird. It is about nurturing the ancestral veins. How could a bowl of egg custard ignite the ancestral bloodline? Stay behind. To watch the divine bird, you can first learn how to move firewood. I am the dignified young master of the demon clan. Chopping wood for your restaurant. The second birthday banquet begins, preparing the dishes. Please obtain the East China Sea dragon scale fish. You have to buy fish too. Yes. Tomorrow morning, I'll ask about the fish stall on the way. Detected the aura of dragon scale fish. The source is located at the backyard well. There's a fish system in the well. Finally learned how to save on travel expenses. Don't get too close. This is not well water. This is the water vein of the East Sea. Whoever dares to sneak up and provoke the Eastern Sea Spirit dynasty to step forward. Mortal, your broken well is pressing down on the Dragon Palace. Water eyes, I don't understand. Let me ask you if you sell fish. He is the third prince of the EC, not a fish stall owner. Dragon scale fish is just for the endless brilliance. Mortal pot shared with the Immortal's feast. Well, I'm in a hurry to hold a birthday banquet too. If you don't enter the Dragon Palace, then let the tide wash you away. Your lousy shop can clean the yard, but don't rush the stove. I just wiped it clean. Tide can't enter the door. He wouldn't even be allowed to pass the threshold. This water is good. Keep it to make soup, and you'll be in the bone. It's all here. Drink some soup before talking about yoga. I did not drink the plain soup from a mortal's pot. He was actually quite honest about the dragon horn while complaining. A dragon scale fish. 10,000 spirit crystals are missing, not for sale. I only have 3 copper coins. Love to sell, not sell. 3 copper coins to buy dragon scale fish. Do you think Dragon Palace is just vegetable soup? He really wanted to open Hygiene. Don't let water rush into the kitchen. I open it at will. Don't knock over my soup bowl. Why is my dragon order suppressed by a bowl of soup? The fish even went into the basin by themselves. He accepted the price as well. The dragon scale fish has retracted its scales. He's waiting for your pot. 3 pieces are 3 pieces. But I also have to go to the birthday banquet. The basic ingredients for the birthday banquet are all gathered. Only half a day left for the birthday banquet. We really can't delay any longer. Pot. No farming, no pretending. I can't make a meal either. If you don't leave the Immortal dynasty soon, Luophone town will be taken down. It is also because the greedy carriage cannot enter the palace. Guan also couldn't leave. Yu Dao Guan didn't see me. What was I doing in there? Stir fry and cut empty-handed. I wish to remove the demonic plaque. And we're not allowed to take even a single step through the palace gates. Then start the pot right at the door. Whoever is hungry queues up. Blocking the door is fine, but don't block the fire. My pot waits for no one. And secretly lit a fire outside the palace gates. He immediately took down the access control and couldn't hold it down. The fragrance had already drifted into the palace. Whoever is hungry queues up. Even when the late emperor came, he had to place an order first. Manager, Sue entered the palace for him. If you keep making a scene, it would be scaring, but I didn't. You're the ones blocking me from going in. This scent drifted through the air. I'm barely holding this gun. The aroma of food fills the air, and the banquet restaurant definitely won't be able to sit still. This aroma isn't from the imperial kitchen. Who brought the pot rack into the palace? The table was bright and unmoving. This scent is truly refreshing. The fragrance outside the palace gates. He couldn't be allowed to go further inside. His Majesty remembered a cart from outside the palace gate. This is Su Pingsheng. The palace gates did not allow carriages to enter. He started cooking right outside. Please let him in. I want to taste that hot meal. Eating outside the palace is unworthy of attending a birthday banquet. Birthday banquets have their own rules. The carriage outside the palace riverbank could not proceed. Your Majesty, the imperial meals are still here. Don't let the wild pot weigh you down, and the public will show face. In spite of oneself, if a bite of hot rice is better than imperial meals, what does pride matter? and refusing to advance is acceptable. There are hungry people at the door. Let him eat first. When I was on duty, eating it was bad. I'll take care of the male turtle eating the male turtle. Ah, let's have a bowl of noodles. My old injury really loosened. Your Majesty, after Congee explained the facts, old wounds have already loosened. A bowl of thick noodles. How could it possibly be more effective than the imperial meal? He had Su Ping push the cart into the palace gate. Even if you enter the first stage, you can't deliver it to the emperor. Wouldn't it have been better to give in a step earlier? The face is almost lumpy. Be careful of needles down there, not to platinum you. Jinshan town sealed the city walls, sealed the boxes, and sealed the meal. You're already anxious before the table even sits. The first fan of the birthday banquet. Just use this broken pot. Whether the pot breaks or not doesn't matter. Just don't overdo the dishes. Main text came from the original pot. Don't let him touch the stove fire. Little red flame is a bit small. Don't overpower the custard flavor. At the birthday banquet, fire was used to award ranks and titles. Irritability only wastes the food. You're too fired. Steamed custard is for steaming, not for body refinement. Fanning the flames while hiding. Whose stove has it become? Taste it. Cooling while hot has a poor texture. I will first test the food that enters your Majesty's place. Small bites burn from the heat. Don't say I didn't remind you. Regret and longing remain. Her old injury is not a gamble. It was made up for now. Dishes without the imperial seal, and were not permitted to enter before the emperor. His Majesty has already issued an order to investigate. The national preceptor is still lazy. The dishes are all ready. Who is still setting up tables on the road? Press the fragrant chicken back, and cannot allow your Majesty to enter it. Don't even get the doyu fish in the pot yet. Why rush the soup? He's waiting for you. The pot is not forced into the meal. The fish soup wasn't cooked yet. Then I no longer dare to approach. If you cook the fish yourself, it's definitely fresh. The heat is just right. Even if the fish doesn't have old broth, the soup is clear. 1. A pot of fish soup. It was actually able to awaken the imperial city's dragon aura. His Majesty must drink this soup immediately. Kim Sunjin was torn apart. The Grand Preceptor couldn't stop him anymore. Your Majesty, this soup tastes like swallow balls and should not be ingested. I will drink first. If anything happens, I will bear the consequences myself. In the midst of the dust and wind, following His Majesty's dragon aura really brings trouble. Waiting for him to carve beams and paint rafters. I only hope the Empress Dowager will make a move. Tang Ming's lamps were all lit. No way. She shouldn't wake up now. The Empress Dowager's sleeping chamber was long and bright, with bright lamps shining brightly. The Empress showed signs of waking up. Let Su Pingsheng continue doing it. I want Mother to wake up. The Empress Dowager slept for many years, and cannot be violently charged by the outer mountains. The Grand Preceptor stopped him too quickly. Wind cauldrons and beacon fires seal the chest. No one is allowed to send them anymore. There was no imperial food seal. He couldn't deliver a single drop of soup. The imperial front guard is at the front of the wheels. What is pressing down is your boiler. Crazy and congested. How is that any different from cutting in line? He typed the Jinshan formation into a queue number. The Grand Preceptor has already stepped aside. Why should I still block him? Even restaurant rules dare to be overshadowed. The previous dynasty advanced, and then dared to establish a nation. It was just to disrupt the birthday banquet. Yimoni Lunchu. The meal wasn't finished yet. No one should label me. Flowers fall from the sky, clouds drift. The intentions of the stars are fulfilled. The Empress Dowager really woke up. Sending the mountain into the sleeping palace would disrupt the palace restrictions. If you cough dryly, you have to drink porridge while it's hot. Only when it gets cold does it cause trouble. Send it over. Whoever stops me again will be held accountable for their crimes. I'll give Zhou a handful right away. The road was blocked, and the Grand Preceptor was still in Lanzhou. The erased core isn't here. The spirit in his hands couldn't get through. The scent will eventually fade away. All the lights are on. Zhou Xiang entered the hall by herself. The Queen Mother. Manager Su's porridge arrived. Your Majesty, can you hear me? Don't drink too quickly when you wake up. Burning your throat is even more troublesome. That spirit is still in the palace. 10 years ago, I also thought about this duck at the birthday banquet. Shanling, that old grudge from 10 years ago, should be brought to light. Mother, you are finally awake. Your dragon energy is not a disease. It was gradually hollowed out. Empress Dowager, who do you want to investigate first? Investigate the birthday banquet and good strategies from 10 years ago. 10 years ago, the good strategy was too mixed. It may not be clear when reversed. I can earn a few bowls of porridge sold a day. You don't remember the dishes at your birthday banquet. Missing one night of shooting counts as a loss. It's not like it's lost. It was torn apart. This is not a fire. It was the mark left by the ringtone. It can wipe off grease. Old grievances can also be wiped out. The dragon boat was meant for the imperial son, Gu Longqi. The chief official was Kai Mingdu Zhang, and you say it's not a guilty conscience that reflects back then. The dragon boat was replaced with another dish. No talking during meals. Your rules are really annoying. Inside the longevity banquet hall, those who shouldn't be spoken should be silenced. He's afraid of your spatula. Don't let Lin Sheng touch Shan Su. Even a spatula dares to touch this magic spirit. Who are you? Running a restaurant. Your spirit isn't strong and still makes noise. Imperial advisor, it's your turn to explain clearly. Back then, the dragon boat was replaced by the Qinxiang Jiangshan Imperial Dining Hall. Back then, who cared about the Chunxiang general? It was just too long. I will go back and find out. No need to check. Evidence. Right in the Imperial kitchen cellar. The 36 jars of generals had not yet finished reconciling. You want to run to Lu Mansion first. The enemy was immediately wiped out. His Majesty did not nod. Whoever moves is ruining the government. Late at night, he went into the cellar to cook the generals. You Imperial chefs really know how to live their days. These jars are placed incorrectly. It felt like something was being pressed down, smoothing out fleeting flowers. This is dragon energy. He was in theft among these generals. No wonder His Majesty's dragon energy has been unstable all these years. This sauce smell is off. It looks like it's broken, but still stubbornly covers it. The wine jar was unstable. It is clean after burning. The evidence hasn't finished being seen yet. Who allowed you to pour out the fish? These patterns have the same flavor as the spirit of Immortal. Perfect the phone gong formation, and sever all external good incense. He is not Fanxiang. This is the Fenglong Qi circuit. The fire was suppressed. Ordinary stoves simply can't be lit. I was slow to cook rice when I was young. Incense isn't sealed like this. This is not porridge. It was the 3 birthday banquets that were combined together. Cover with the lid and simmer thoroughly with fragrant steam. Then settle accounts with him. Hold down that pot. Don't let him show even a hint of fragrance. What he feared was not the vegetables. This is the return of the dragon's energy. Don't worry, the aroma isn't fully suffocated. First, you lose money and start cooking. Wanshan town was suddenly swept away by a single pot of rice. Su Pingsheng was the chief chef at this banquet. I accept it. Your Majesty accepts it. The division of the 9 heavens may not be recognized. The heavenly clearing cup is once revealed. This is to have the spirit examine the qualifications. Again, the food was almost cold. The 9 heavens remove the greenery above. Those without qualifications cannot grow jade swallows. Heaven emerges from the steel to judge the rules. It's not about whether it's tasty. I have the rules too. Queue up before entering the store. This is not spiritual pressure. It was the rules of the Tianchu steel that had been suppressed. The vacuum may have been a few minutes yesterday. Such a large monument. You can't cut in line to cook the pot. How can the logging car be blocked? The Tianju cup. Except for the imperial meal, he was not there. What gave him a chance to keep the smoke hanging? I've been running the shop for 10 years. Every day you sell a few bowls. They're all on the books. This is not a chick. But every stroke was real. Everything was written clearly. You still pick and choose. Yun, this is the myriad creation's primordial seal. Heaven removes sorrow. Unable to bear it, it cannot be seen. How could the Wan Zhao Yuan Yin be stirred up in this broken pot? What's wrong? Cooking every day is better than you living well. If you want to feast, you need to trace the source of the ingredients. Wild food cannot be served on the table. Bought at the morning market, caught in the well. You just bit and got it all clear. He was right. Everything is scary. Don't overestimate it too much. It's still simmering in the pot. Dragon scale fish can recognize it yourself. Guodong Hai can testify. The ingredients are all standing up on their own. The Grand Preceptor still wanted to force his way. That's all for you. After asking, I continued watching the fire. Guests get hungry and to sit down. If someone feels weak, they cook it. Where did all that grand reasoning come from? This rough painting is as realistic as the 10-year gift book from the Imperial Dining Hall. Review perfectly, then review again. The bottom of the pot is about to burn. I have deliberately forgotten the heroes. I regret that I personally tasted it. This round was settled. Your Majesty tastes it, but cannot taste it. Then it is not appropriate to remove concern. Underground, there is no one to rely on heaven to remove sorrow. One cannot be strong. It's not that the food tastes bad. Someone had cut off their stomach. Playing this little fan suppression trick again. He complained that my food tasted worse than sneaking food. Tenkai talks about salted eggs. Stealing a cent is no skill. There are some differences. Like singing a long song, fame falls without sorrow. His Majesty had not realized he had returned. I have tasted this one clearly. This is to protect the dragon and awaken the spirit, while also warming the heart, and may preside over the birthday banquet. Just eat it. There's still one bowl left at the bottom of the pot. Don't waste it. India was recognized. Manager Sue is qualified as the seal holder. Are you good at sealing? That debt from 10 years ago really does include you. The old seal cannot settle my guilt. The office of the Imperial Preceptor was in theft to investigate all past good deeds. I have jointly investigated and spoken with careful observation. But the birthday banquet must not be thrown into disorder. The birthday banquet continues. Old cases are also investigated. Don't leave any of them. Then eat first. Dishes get really messy when they get cold. When your Majesty encounters the east side, set up a branch for the Imperial kitchen. Su Pingsheng stayed in the Imperial City to open a shop. I allow you to encounter it. How is operating rent calculated? The well is unobstructed. Can stove be changed? He truly lived his days in the Imperial City like a marketplace. Is there a back door? Emptying the sour is convenient. The Royal City Direct Translation Store mission has begun. Please complete the preparations for opening. I am serving as a waiter in the Imperial City. This is considered a formal establishment now. Why do I still carry firewood when I go to the Imperial City? Pingsheng Restaurant invited manager Sue to pay a fee. Those who lost their doors were closed. Just finished sweeping the floor and came to step on the door. Do you understand the rules? Pingsheng Tower is not a small tavern. Someone is backing him up to challenge the hall. After the business opens. Don't stop me from drying the rag today. Each person first paid a bowl with a copper coin. Don't rush. It's useless to rush. 3 bowls of plain porridge. 2 bowls of plain spring noodles. Secret code for eating. The people in the Imperial City were scolded by you. Will they even line up? Today's Immortal feast is free. YQ. Free plain porridge. It also depends on whether you feel comfortable after eating. The porridge is ready. This Monday entrance. He immediately felt at ease. Neon lights don't care about carved beams and painted rafters. I only wish to take the elixir. The remaining poison was washed away by a bowl of porridge. He was a member of the Dan sect. They've set their sights on your porridge. Ding can drink porridge. Immortal ode on copper coins. This porridge can wash away. Zhou Feng's Dan sect was sealed separately. Pingsheng Tower is competing for customers. The Dan sect snatched Feng and sealed the order here. Zhou Feng must hand over the Dan sect today. First, ask me if I'll agree to this porridge. The floating light pressed into the porridge noodles. If you pour it again, the pot will really get cold. Those lining up for recipes stand behind them. Don't block guests from having breakfast. You knocked Fong Ling into a queue number. They're playing the game over there. Don't stretch your feet around. Just finished sweeping the ground. The token is even bigger. Nor can you press down on my pot mouth and catch your breath. Manager Sue, your rules are quite strict. The face is so bad. We'll talk about drinking porridge first and grabbing the recipe later. A 30-year-old porridge alone is enough to melt away. If you want to buy it after drinking, you can grab it. Don't blame me for drawing my sword. Even the 3 copper coins from the previous week could not be corrected. 3 days is too long. Tonight is a good match. Do you dare to take on orders as a judge? I also want to see just how stable this porridge really is. The banquet of the 100 elixirs was opened. Who will still line up for plain porridge tonight? Sitting there for so long, you can wash dishes until dawn. As soon as he finished speaking, spiritual power surged instantly. Goodness is a matter of skill. You can't win just by cooking a pot of plain porridge. Wrong. This is not replenishing chi. It was suppressing the poison king. Don't rush your luck. Drink porridge first. Life is more important than face. Illusions form cocoons. Alas, the servant's own life is beyond his control. Bai Danyan was suppressing poison. This bowl of porridge is actually saving lives. But one person is not one. Don't try to exploit the situation. The Jade Rabbit and Golden Toad help me complete my medicine. Once again, I accompany my lord. Someone scattered the incense ash porridge. The aroma was pushed back into the pot. No fragrance left. What do you have to use to snatch people from this pot of porridge? Who dares to throw it at my door? Has the gray man ever swept the floor? The fragrance couldn't even escape. Why pretend to be kind? Ha ha ha. This gray paper spreads fragrance outside. There are also ways to keep the aroma from spreading out of the pot. All right, then let him fry it in the bowl. Fragrant. All the beautiful street dishes came straight into my bowl. A good method. The broken incense ash won't end up in the bowl. Dan Sect Elder, don't change your tune just because of a bowl of porridge. The main person has come down. Don't be fooled by his smiling face. Anyone can come down. Give me back the bowl after finishing 3 rounds first. Doshan cures poison, gathers qi, and awakens the soul. Would you dare to take it? Lowering the body to cure poison. It's fine if the pill sec comes to pick up, but don't block the door. The guests were still waiting to eat. He wasn't here to compete. I'm here to force you to close the shop. Tangjuan Tang soup, unique recipe, single. I eat plain porridge with pickles. Don't force yourself to go hungry. In the first round, the poison treatment was based only on the result, not the grandeur. Which side should you eat first? Don't mix it in as you wish. The flavor is chaotic. To cure poison, speed is essential. Dragging things out only makes physical speed fast. But this green light isn't clean. The poison didn't leave, but he had already pressed it back. Drink slowly, porridge first, then pickles. Don't rush to use your power. The groom was left with only a faint trace. I also practiced the secret fragrance alchemy sect, things that have already been in the market long ago. A bowl of plain porridge will make you play with some tricks. Having entered the pit, Pingsheng restaurant needs an explanation. There are many people who have passed the spice, so don't rush to label them. I only wish the morning drum and evening bell still linger in the kitchen, like a broken sauce jar left uncovered. Opening the storage warehouse now makes anyone who stops you feel guilty. The tea is fine, and Pingsheng restaurant won't take the blame. The spark of southern scent is in the office. No one can clearly describe the smell if the storage door is closed. Really put this in the kitchen, no fear of odor mixing. The hidden patterns hadn't faded, and there was still something inside. Nishan Xiang was banned 10 years ago. Duan taste and good qi are like the dragon boat lacking fluids. All are the techniques of that spirit. Someone stuffed something into my Pingsheng pavilion. The kitchen was set on fire, and they asked me if I had a lid. Ahem, still trying to wrap things up. The people from the National Preceptor's residence are really fierce. This time, Pingsheng Tower was going to find a National Preceptor's residence. Asking for a waste token forbidden material fire array is enough to seal the Grandmaster's mansion. The secret chamber of the true seal National Preceptor's mansion. Not a single hidden compartment is missed. The fruit has already recorded you in the ledger. The first stroke is flavor. Why is he staring at me? I didn't know him a bowl of noodles. Not staring at you. He wanted the whole city to lose its taste for everything. Why does this porridge look like plain water? There's absolutely no smell. It's not that the porridge is spoiled. Everyone had their tongues in trouble. Don't let guests get to eat the gray line on your tongue. Too sweet to taste the pickled vegetables. He must have had some temper. Still tasteless. As gray as chewing paper. Now, stealing the pot doesn't look like a proper formation. He ran toward the backyard. The root is not left on the guest side. The water used for cooking in the well must not be dirty. He borrowed the water veins of the East Sea. Spread the black line across the entire city. The daffodil is broken. No wonder the porridge tastes like angelica root. Rooted in water, then dragging the whole process. Temporary task. Break the hammer imperial city flavor array. How dare you touch the water I used to cook? Tonight, no one is sleeping. The gray lines are increasing. The mouth of the well was almost poisoned to death by him. The tongue fell asleep. So she used ginger scallions to wake him up. Doing such dirty things with the EC waterline. He was quite bold. One person will first give the whole city an appetizer tonight. If the water tastes bland and the water is bluss, give a sip of hot soup too. He was anxious. Can this pot of soup really burn him? I tasted it. The water is a bit sweet. The first layer of flavor town loosened. Please continue adding more soup. One mouthful of stomach-refreshing soup per person. Even the tongue has to cue. My Demon Clan young master is still in charge of serving soup. Hold it steady and pour a bowl. The shopkeeper really is stingy with rice. Is back. The ginger and scallion flavors are all back. Manager Sue, your tongue has been saved. Chi, can you save him too? 9 transformations gather energy to strike the heavens. The fragrant house's stashless item. This can steal the anger of the entire street. Be careful. Game 2, gathering energy. He was deficient in chi. Whoever holds him steady wins. This seat is not a supplement. He was the first to grab the entire street. Oomph. Did you see it? To gather energy, you need to be fast. If you're slow, you'll lose. He was furious. Why do you look like you haven't eaten? This is not kissing breath. It's about stubbornly pushing your breath upward. I was furious. But the emptiness in my chest hurts. Drink the soup first, then eat the noodles. Don't go head-to-head with 0-7 chi. The clouds and waves surged and surged. The sea of the firmament. The spring face is smooth and compliant. Instead of rushing with energy, it actually feels more steady. Your bowl of noodles really knows how to slowly wear me down. In the second game, Manager Sue was even more steady and clean. Then don't stop. Third game. Awakening the soul. Comparing posture is just comparing posture. Don't lose your soul. It is the fragrance of souls parting. His mind was completely captivated. The awakening soul game always depends on whether the soul is stable. Stop dragging people into this, it's dumbfounded. First, cook porridge and bring it back. Yi Zhou regained consciousness and slowed the fire. He told someone to let him breathe some warm air first. The young man smelled the aroma of porridge. Don't come back with bad luck. This week, I'll pull my mind back again. I think I just heard someone calling me to eat. The soul-crushing incense is also an ingredient. Who guessed it was borrowed? This box of incense isn't from my building. Some say this is the soul awakening incense. Looks like I've been tricked too. Once again, Master Gu's storyline is completely sealed. The pursuer followed this box of incense back to the Grandmaster's residence. Who dares to trespass in the important area of the National Preceptor's mansion? His Majesty's order to open the gates of the Grand Preceptor's residence as well. And also drilled into a secret chamber. You all hide your bad things so deep. There's also a door inside. Zheng Wengang was woken up by him. I can't find it. Everything inside had to be burned. I was just waiting to burn the account book. Don't let him in. Then set fire to the kitchen staff, pot lid, and put it out for you. The door opened, and the account book was still inside. Pingsheng restaurant ranks first. The Grand Preceptor wants to appoint you first. Seal me off. The roadside noodle stall provoked him. Once this formation was activated, everything you eat in the city feels like scorched earth. I spoke the first thing ahead of time. Just charge your electric soup, Pingsheng. Tomorrow at noon, I'll leave not a single flavor left in your restaurant. Tell me to shut the door. First, ask me if I'll agree to this pot. Don't push the door open. The gray quake was already stuck to the threshold. Iron thresholds are useless. What he stole was the fragrance of my meal. Boss, my buns look like toes. Say my tongue, please. All flavors return to the forest to suppress the gate. The restaurant's incense offerings are spreading out. You seal the entire city's seats. I'll pry open this hot pan first. I am the dignified young master of the demon clan. If I really want to squat here to add firewood for you. If you don't add fuel to the fire, then shut up. The pot is cold. Are you taking responsibility? Huixian went to the rear courtyard well to drill. My route is definitely over there. I stole the Imperial City's water veins. Still trying to cling to the East Sea. Don't talk about grandeur. Let me ask if you can borrow the money for water. The Crown Prince's water. It's not for you to cook whatever you want. Today, let's save our reputation for the tongue. We'll calculate slowly tomorrow. Even a rundown restaurant wants to save the Imperial City with a few pots. He added another lineup. Your tongue will be sealed the whole time. Then don't waste time. Cook the whole meal in a big pot. Time missions are on. Restore the Imperial City's taste buds before noon. Don't squeeze it. 1 ladle per person. Who dares to cut in line? Who washes the pot? As long as you can taste the flavor, that's enough. Even if you wanted to wash the pot overnight, I'll accept it. Line up, this food can save lives. Chaos grabs commands. Bad things are getting a taste. I really got to taste the aroma of scallions and rice. I can refine pills and serve rice. Give me a spoon quickly. Today, Pingsheng restaurant is under your command. Just open your mouth. All right, stop putting on airs for now. Wash these bowls thoroughly. This scene is truly outrageous. It was even livelier than a fight. A group of mortal tongues. And you're worthy to break my grand formation. Mom, hurry and eat this. It really smells amazing. I haven't had a bite of hot rice in a long time with rice aroma. Don't stop. Today they'll all have hot meals. This is not an ordinary store opening. This is to save my Imperial City. I'll go and bring the National Preceptor back right now. No need to look for Su Pingsheng. I came over myself. Pingsheng secretly moved within the imperial city. Today, Fan Xiang is following the law and causing a commotion. He clearly saved us. Why did you seal him? Beat me up for cooking for others. You're pretty familiar with the accusations. Wei Wen was revised by the Grey Constitution. There's definitely something wrong with this. Imperial advisor, you hold the cup to suppress people. Do you dare to stand trial yourself? Takeo, shut up. Today's trial is about Pingsheng's blame. Go and investigate Guo, right? First, ask him if he recognizes you. Wan Zhawan responded in unison. The authority to judge has been interrupted. A fake little cook. How could there be a reason? I also want to know. If you're unconvinced, go ask Wu yourself. This golden word is real. The national advisor is changing the rules. I can't stand you. I'll let the whole city get a taste of it together. And they want to destroy the formation plate. The whole city's smell would collapse. My rules here are simple. If you line up to cause trouble at meals, you pay for it, you get the blame. Whoever smashed Boss Su's fault would pay for it. Absurdity is a half-pipe of rules. And you dare to betray my Tianlu. India was recognized. He really broke things in the nursing department. If you have to pay for this battle, you can't escape the threshold. Pot lid, 3 large pots. And my errand fee. And my firewood fee. Don't think about brushing it off with a single sentence. Why should I recognize your worthless restaurant? Third, employees must count when working. Slacking off means deducting the meal savings. The Crown Prince only helped out temporarily. Don't write too rigidly. Temporary workers are still workers. Hold your basin steady at the tip. The sealed list has even dropped. Imperial advisor, you're pretending to have the sealed list on you. Practice whatever you want. I have been unreasonable from the very beginning. Refusing to admit it, they even smash my place. Then I'll go hard. My heart is set on swallowing incense. You have to use a round head and tail to suppress him. You want to weigh, right? The open pot bottom is crispy and fragrant. Then another story. No way. How could a 10-year great formation lose to a hot pot of rice? You don't understand. The hungry take the most of their hot meals. Zhengxing has already lost its flavor. The full handle is being rapidly peeled off. The black seal of the 10 Saints Hall. So there really is someone behind you. Pingsheng, you won. The Imperial City can't win. What does heavens create mean? Do you have to cross over to arrange a fight just to cook? Z beads have been hunted. Something fell onto the restaurant. Lion Temple paused. Once you take it, you have to fight. The young Lord of the Heavens was appointed to cultivate the throne. How about we close the door and hide for a bit? The bean removal across all worlds begins. Failure brings peace. The restaurant is noisy, but tomorrow it will be open as usual. Everyone who came had to line up first. The black iron is burning again. It was as if they were inspecting our stove. The food god temple's inspection process has been forcibly activated. If it has been tested, then don't block the door yet. Guests are still waiting for breakfast. In every small shop within the world, there is no bean removal from beans. The names are recorded in the 3 western regions, and the nation's reputation stirs a storm. Boss, maybe we shouldn't open for now. The scene was terrifying. The rice was already washed. The fire also flared up. How could she let a guest go hungry? You haven't even visited the shop. Also worthy of the myriad world's black iron. The light slipped into the bottom of the pot. You want to cut off your fire. It still smells fragrant. Don't really let him pull it away. Hold your horses. A pot of egg fried rice. First, let him understand what fragrance really means. The qualification mark is clear. This pot really has its problems. Is there a problem with the pot? Those who have tried it know this well. The review did not begin on the 3rd. The universal diner projection is being connected. 3 days is 3 days. Restaurant convening. Tears. This is the Peace Restaurant. It looks way too ordinary. They are not the essence. He was pulled here by Heitai. Shenwei's projection. Be careful, ordinary. Don't delay eating. Sit down first. Do not block the gate. If you think it's ordinary, you can finish eating before talking. I clearly smelled the fragrance. No matter how much you taste it, there's absolutely no flavor. The Xiatian landing satellite has already been circled into the sky. It's not that the vegetables are spoiled. Someone was cutting the line halfway. My hands are quite dirty. If you don't do it yourself, your restaurant qualification will be immediately revoked. Don't rush to score. Take another bite. The freshly cooked one is already flavorful. The heat rushed straight down his throat. The severed gastric glands began to tilt toward us during the recovery period. The Shenwei list of the heavens was activated. The current vote count is rebounding. Votes are useless. Old iron pots must be reassembled by the food god temple. They are not reconciled. It's about grabbing the pot while you can. If you want to see the pot, you can grab it. Now, there's no door. The black and gold chain thread is wrapped around the bottom of the pot. The reason is that they have been closely watched. The yuan seal lock level is rising. If you hand over the yuan seal, the restaurant can still keep a signboard. Don't scare me with your signboard. No one can take this pot away today. I guard the stove. Shen Zhao knocked on the door. The dragon guards the water vessels 3 times. Who dares to cross the threshold? I'll let him listen to Cambridge first, and the water vein will return. I'll watch the black sword. Don't even think about drilling into the well. Now, each is guarding a different position. Don't let drafts leak everywhere in restaurants. Follow mortals to guard the rundown shop. When you get less than this set. I was eating, not your empty cake. The roster lit up. They can't dig up. The staff roster is here. People don't sell pots, nor do they sell pots. The reason is that external forces have mostly withdrawn. The stability of old iron pans declines. Minks at golden light could now suppress it. Everyone press their hands up. Young master, I'm holding it down. Look, press the bottom of the pot back down. Don't let go of a single person in the restaurant. Heaven removes sorrow, and the end is truly clear. In all palace rules, one must yield one's position and remove worries. The backlight pressed down on the queue. He's scrutinizing our rules. Is it wrong for us to queue up? Boss Sue never skipped a spoonful of my rice. There's nothing shameful about lining up. Wasting food is truly embarrassing. The glimmer was already leaning toward the rule of the art card. These rules save the imperial city. You should be able to see it on the back. The Tianju Cup confirmed the rules of restaurant rule. Suppression failure is impossible. How can a mortal shop have the power to suppress the electric law? The young green split open. Not at all. We rely on everyone to eat it. The black line on the envoy's body reached up to the sky. The main store is coming down. The main store Shinya is currently connecting to the Tianju Cup. Since the cup is not listening, then let the main store personally review and come whenever they come. Director Su Ying suppressed the situation. Black Iron used the lock yuan seal to eliminate the dark creation essence. This shop leaves you one door to the restaurant. My pot is for cooking. I won't let you be a broken token. The final elimination battle begins. The original seal was locked. I'm out of flavor on my end too. Lingua ate like a stone. Black Iron pinched the Myriad Realms guard line. They want to control all the aromas of food. Bamboo iron rice aroma should be managed by the shop. Manage. You can snatch food, but you can't. Let the guests go first. The universal kitchen descended. Those who rush to aid Ian must go to the capital. The stove was pulling an old iron pot. Don't let the chain line rush. Get on stage immediately. Pouring the pot also saves you a bit of bitterness. The door frame couldn't hold up. You bring the pot onto the stage. I protected the shop, and the countdown began. The guard line is being disconnected. All right, I'll go upstairs. The pot is in my hands. The restaurant was still open. Leaving office to seek salary without a pot. No rice or water is allowed. No rice or water. How can we cook like this? When cooking, first check if the person is hungry. It's not about seeing if they're divine first. The audience was shaking with the guards. They won't last long. There is still half a handful of broken rice left in the rice jar. Half a handful is enough porridge. Just a little dilute and warm. Take broken rice and climb the kitchen of myriad worlds. You're embarrassing. The hungry don't mind the thin porridge. The only thing was, no one was going to flood his pot. Exterior scenes are not allowed to enter the stage. My well water was blocked by the water line. If you can't get past it, then don't force your way into the bottom of the pot and the old soup vessel. 就汤气再聚水. It was like the fragrance had been steamed back. Well, I smelled it. It tastes like plain porridge. How could the real Hot Wind Kingdom release weekly drops? Who broke the rules? No one touches the rules. You've never seen the poor mastermind. The first level is generated through the seal seizing fire refinement. The reason the fire chain is blocked. Don't let it get tangled at the bottom of the pot. If you want to grab the pot, you have to queue first. Even chains must follow the rules. The restaurant's small rules can't stop the chain of the god of Food Temple. Then I'll cut the chain first. The employee roster was revealed. All the names are glowing. Why am I still in the temporary palace? That night, don't stay up late, bring water, and protect the pot. Work and get paid for the meal. Ningsu joined the queue wooden plaque and fired slowly. He wanted a hand over the yuan seal. Naturally, diners from all worlds have something to eat. You said there was rice. All I see is you fighting over the pot. Who would believe that? We couldn't even smell it earlier. Did you hear it? The guest did nod. You don't say it. Employee rules take effect. The fire chain was reversing and locked onto the mortal restaurant. Why should I concern myself with the worries of all worlds? With this pot of rice, it's really for people to eat. It's not just about scaring people. The final game was the fearless seat of all worlds. Whoever gets the diner to speak first wins. Don't be false. First, move the table for them. How many tables will be set up with so many people? How many tables can be set? At the critical moment, the shadow descended. None of them have a sense of taste. If it doesn't taste good, start with plain rice. Let your mouth wake up first. Isn't the plain rice too vegetarian to handle? The ancestral hall mats were never plain. Look at the customer, not how famous he is. A bite of rice brings the aroma of the pot. I remembered the stove at home. Not allowed to linger in the aftertaste. The 10 of the 10 realms can only kneel and beg in deference. They had to fight over every bite of food. Your shop is really stingy. The stone carving shadow became solid. Shun Dianshi was withdrawing. Then I burned the signboard. Let's see how your restaurant is still open. The fearless seat was judged unsuccessful. The entire food god hall was loosened. Stamp the yuan seal into the signboard. He won't be allowed to leave today. You put the yuan seal on the signboard. He himself will be backfired. He was supposed to protect the restaurant anyway. He shouldn't have protected me alone, the yuan seal leaving his body. You'll soon be an ordinary mortal. Ordinary is ordinary. As long as the owner can open the door, that's enough. The 10,000 yuan seal belongs to the heavy judgment to save the savior. The savior may defend himself. The one hall is in charge of the laws and regulations for the various heavens. The original meaning should belong to me. Don't talk. Let the guests ask who will get this meal. And return to the restaurant. For the one who warmed our meal. Always understand what to do. They are only fooled by the scent. They were hungry. Of course, I know a bit more than you do. Wei Guang headed straight for the signboard. Yuan Yin Zai Ren Dian. The yuan seal was returned to the hall and completed. Shop owner privileges are being stripped. Pink and restaurant drinks a cup. All the realms can be pacified and guarded and come forth. The final mission begins. After finishing the last bowl of rice. If the last bowl of rice fails, restaurants are still sealed as usual. The last bowl is not for sale. You get to everyone in line. The myriad world's gate has already opened. Always waiting. Then let's get started. Today, as usual, each person gets a bowl of guan. Young master, there's not enough rice. There are more people than clouds. Make the porridge a bit thinner, and chop the vegetables finely. Let everyone drink the well water first. I'll catch it. Stop saying I'm a temp. I'll wash the bowl, and I keep track of the accounts. Whoever cuts in line, I'll shout. I call you to give the godhood to mortals. The food god hall was gone. I don't want the divine seat. As long as the dining table is big enough, that's enough. Final mission complete. The system binding is about to be unlocked. Unbinding is possible. Don't take my pot with you. You really don't want to be some god of food of all worlds at all. If you don't go, the food god just hears you won't feel free to be the boss. Boss Sue, can we have another bowl of hot porridge? Welcome to the next business session. Line up. The bowls were set aside, and Pingsheng restaurant was open as usual.